Is there any chance you can hear me now? I'm really sorry about that, guys. Welcome, everybody. Can you just let me know if you can hear me now? I'm very sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let's take a look at our leader here. It's Dark Assault. He's in the pits, and he's up by almost a whole second. He's up by 0.8 of a second. Or sorry, he's up by 0.2 of a second. Oh, and we see someone going slow here. It's Lifeboat. But he had to just get out of the way there of the incoming car, so good thing we saw that. Let's look at the back here. Getting caught in traffic behind there is the Williams car, and he's getting caught in the traffic of Champ Stappen in the McLaren car. Beto Express, he had the pole position at one point in this qualifying session here in Mexico. He doesn't have it anymore, and he's chasing out for it again. He's on the outlap. Here we go as he comes around the final turn to cross the line. Let's start off this lap as he goes charging down the straight. DRS activated, firing on all cylinders. Those yellow flags keep coming up in sectors 2 and 3 over and over again. But here we go as we dive into the first turn. It's looking like a good start from Beto Express as we go. So now the Mercedes car in force, who's coming out of the pit lane. He's coming out of the pit lane now, hoping to not get stuck in traffic. As we go back to Beto Express, who's looked to have a good lap so far. And another Williams car there, so the Williams looks like they're getting stuck in traffic. Oh, and I believe that was one of the Alpine cars going slowly. And it was Capone. Hopefully that's nothing to be worried about. I believe he was just trying to get out of the way there. Our leader, Dark Assault, he is coming back out now. He's on his outlap. He's ready to try and defend his pole position. And there it is, Beto Express on that great of a lap. It looked very good to start, and it is very good as he takes pole position for right now. We got 8 minutes to go here in Mexico. The battle for pole position is still very much on. As Lifeboat, he had to swerve out of the way at one point. Now he's coming in for his lap. What can he do? Oh, he comes in second. Very nice there from Lifeboat as he splits the gap between the Dark Assault and Beto Express. In first and second, he was only down by 0.3 of a second. So Dark Assault, he had a good lap that got him pole earlier. Now he needs to find an extra 0.5 of a second to get that pole back. These yellow flags just keep popping up. It's looking like a disaster. Janice Lewis, as he goes around, he's still down. Lots of time here. He needs to find something. He is down lots of time. Down almost a whole 10 seconds. See, swerves out of the way there of that incoming. Let's look at Dark Assault, who's trying to get back. Pole position. Looks nice going around these turns as he heads into this next long turn, digging in here. This is where you want to get, where you don't want to, try not to get too much on the curves, but you still want to use that curves to your advantage. That was a brilliant sector there by Dark Assault. Right now it looks like he has it. As long as he doesn't hit any traffic here going into sector 3, he has got a brilliant opportunity to take back pole position. Can he do it? Remember, he needs to find about 0.5 of a second on this lap. He's using all of the track limits, using everything he can, putting it all out on track here. Oh, he was coming in the pits. I was wondering why he was going quite slowly. That's hilarious. It doesn't tell you when they're coming in on an in-lap. So yeah, Dark Assault does not fight for that right now, but remember, we still got 6 more minutes to go. These top 4 all sitting in the pit lane, and then here in 5th we got Croco coming out here. He's trying to make his way up in the ranks. Looking very good there. A bit touchy on the steering wheel going into that sector, but a nice turn there using all those track limits. A very nice turn as he comes around the final turn. That last little bit of that lap looked very good. Oh, but it's not enough to improve him here. Chrissy did not come out very fast when we started this, but now with 5 minutes to go, he's out. And here is his first lap. As we get a view here as he charged down this long straight in Mexico into turns 1 and 2. Using that curve very nicely. Got a bit on the sausage curve there. Got a bit of a bounce, but it looks to be okay so far. As he goes charging down right behind him there. As we look, I thought that Beetle Express was maybe coming out, but he's not. So let's get back to Christie, down in 6th. He comes around a brilliant sector here. Someone dove completely off the track to get out of the way there. That is determination to get out of the way. Here is Christie down to this last sector of the lap, the stadium section, where you can hear the crowd the loudest. Looking very good here. There's no bollard there anymore as it was hit earlier, but wow, that was a great turn. This is looking very good for Christie in the Haas car. Can they make it stick? Yes, they can, up in the 4th. A nice job there by Christie. Not enough to put it up into pole position or in the top 3, but nice up in the 4th. Just by 1/10 of a second. They're off. So we got 4 minutes to go here. As Christie with the DRS activated just gets out of the way of the incoming Austin Martin car and the Alfa Romeo car. Again, looking back down at Janice, who has had a bit of a struggle here. He's on his outlap, but he's still down a lot from the rest of the field. Oh, excuse me. Beetle Express still in the pits. As we look at Tristan here, he gets a bit off that curve there. I don't know if that's going to be considered track limits for the first time, and it feels like forever. We've got a green flag with someone going through sector 3. The yellow flag just kept appearing throughout the whole track here today, and there it is back at sector 1. As we look at the Aston Martin car, Tristan, can he improve? Can he get higher? Yes, he can, only up into 11th. He's not in the points position right now. But the points don't come in qualifying, do they? They come in the race. Lots of outlaps coming out here as we put out for our last, for all of these drivers, last push here in Mexico as Christie pulls into the pit lane. But it's Dark Assault who needs to find something here. He wants pole position. He's been hungry for pole position all session. Now, he's got to put everything on the line here to try and get it with 3 minutes to go in Mexico. There we go. So the top 2 now, Lifeboat and Beto, are both out now on their outlaps, but we're looking at Dark Assault. Here he comes. He had pole earlier. in the session. Can he take it back as he goes around? A nice sector there, nice stadium section. That is where the crowd roars the loudest. Hopefully that crowd roar can help him, and it does help him. He goes fastest by 0.3 of a second. Brilliant job by Doc Assault. Well done, mate, as he takes pole position. I should say provisional pole position, as Beto Express and Lifeboat are still yet to come at this. Lifeboat starting his lap, his teammate veering out of the way. That's Lucas, or Luke over there, veering out of the way for him, but here comes Lifeboat. Can he take provisional pole from Dark Assault? Can Beto Express take it from Dark Assault as we watch him come around the final turn to start this lap? Yellow flags again in all sectors 1, 2, and 3. That's Beto Express, who needs something big. He only needs to find 3.3 of a second. There's that yellow flag waving there. Hopefully it doesn't affect his lap too much, and that yellow flag looks to be a car, and it does look like I believe it was a Dark Assault who is out there. What has happened to Tristan is out of the session, and so is so is Dark Style. Anyway, we go back to Beto Express, who's still pushing on this lap. Hopefully these yellow flags don't ruin this lap, because this is all he's got. He needs to do this perfectly if he wants pole position to start in Mexico on race day. Brilliant turn there as we head in. The yellow flags now only limiting to sector 3 as he goes through the stadium section. Crowd, roar as loud as you can, even if you're at home, and oh no, he's had to corner cuts, and that is going to be it for his lap. The question is, can he get another lap in? Yes, he can. Time remaining. There is no time remaining as we hit the checkered flag. It's Christy and Cam Stan both going 5 and 6 there, and the other Haas car, Spielberg, hits the checkered flag to be in 12th. What we're looking at right now is who's going to take pole. Janice, he was struggling all session, and now all of a sudden he's up in a second. It's not pole position, but there still is that possibility if he's able to push, or if he has even the ERS energy to push on this lap. He got a bit too deep into the grass if he is pushing on this lap. Here is Beto Express. He had his last run ruined. This is his last run, his last chance for pole position. Can he put it down as more people hit the checkered flag here? Out comes Beto Express as he comes around into the stadium section. Here's that crowd roar his name. Can the AlphaTauri put himself in the top row or even on pole position here? Oh, he was heading into the pits again. Another situation like that. He had his lap ruined. I'm very sorry, and I feel very bad for Beto Express, who is unable to take that pole position. He fought for it so hard, but he hits the checkered flag in 3rd, and so does Lifeboat in 1st. So that's all we have for today. That is it for qualifying in Mexico. Janice, wow, that is a big shocker for me. He was struggling the whole session and came out of nowhere and found that lap time, and now puts himself on the front row. Congratulations to the man in the Austin Martin. It's Dark Assault who takes pole position in Mexico. Brilliant job, mate. So here are our standings for the starting grid tomorrow. As we get a look at this, the Red Bull down, very far down, but again, Janice, just a big shock. He was only 1/10 of a second off pole position, but he was a lot more than that halfway through the session. He only had a lap time of about 1:23, so brilliant job by him as we head to the race now. We now head to the race in Mexico. Who can cross the line first? And who can grab that checkered flag in the top spot? That is the question that is about to be answered for us right now as we're in Mexico for round 3 of Tier 3. If you all would like to know real F1 news from the real world, we have Daniel Ricciardo testing positive for COVID-19. So that's bad news for McLaren in the preseason testing, but that's pretty much all we have right now for real F1 news. What we do have right now is a race in Mexico for Tier 3 here for FCS Racing League. As we await the start of this race, as we await the 5 lights, here we are in Mexico on the grid for the formation lap. It's Janice. What happened? He hasn't gotten off. Yeah, what's happened to Janice? Now he's gotten... Oh, he still hasn't gotten away. Oh no, it's disaster. Janice, no, he's out of the session. He was unable to get off the line, so that is actually sort of good news, as Beto Express now should be up into that second position. But where did he end up? What happened there at the start of this formation lap? One thing that happened is Janus is out of the session, and Beto Express is very far down now. As we look at the predicted pit stop strategy powered by AVS, hopefully you got a view at that. It looks like it's going to be a predicted 3-stop strategy. It's Dark Assault who is elected to start on the soft tire. But already, before we've even gotten underway, I believe it's Janice disqualified. So here we go. All cars trying to get temperature into their tires. I believe that is Lifeboat, who now sits in second. I don't know what happened to Beto Express, but I assume that they will line up on the grid normally. If they do line up on the grid normally, then that disqualification of Janice is definitely a good thing for Beto Express. Definitely not for the Alfa Romeo team, but Beto Express most likely will be starting second here, I believe. Oh no, sorry, no, Janice might not. I'm not quite sure. There is the predicted pit stop strategy again. We got a 2-stop predicted, actually. Soft to medium, or soft to medium, and then I believe to the mediums again. I believe Janice might have just been disqualified for the formation lap, but I'm not sure. He gets to start in second either way, and yes, he was just disqualified. Lots of lag there. He was just disqualified. We got 5 lights on in Mexico. It's 5 lights out. It's lights away and it's lights out and away we go. There is Dark Assault, who sends into the lead. He's still in the lead, but right behind him is Beto Express, who's made up a position off the start. Janice continues to fall. It's Lifeboat staying in third, as Dark Assault gets a good enough start to keep him in first, but he's got to hold back Beto Express, who almost got a look at a move there. We don't see much happening here, except Janice gets back in position. He's back up in his 6th. He started second, so that's not the best news for him, as Dark Style goes down into last. Dark Assault really, though, trying to hold off Beto Express, which might be a bit of a trouble down the next sector. Remember, though, we don't get DRS on these first few laps, so down the main straight will only be a slipstream for Beto Express. We continue to see yellow flags as this field continues to move out. The Red Bull car loses a lot to Cam Stappen. He's about 3 seconds behind it, and he is falling rapidly. Let's take a look at that. The Red Bull car looks to be going slowly. He's losing positions. He's losing time. What is happening? Possibly just a bad start, but there it is. Dark Assault, he sets the fastest lap from first. Can he hold back Beto Express, who fell back a bit? The slipstream, though, down this main straight is amazing. And there we go, the first time penalty for Dockside and Tristan, both of them in last. We saw the Red Bull fading because of an incident. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that at the bottom, but they are now switching the front wing on this car. I believe it's the same thing for Tristan, who might be looking to serve his penalty in the pit lane. We'll see here. No, he won't be. They will start his pit stop right away, so he will not be serving the penalty there. What has happened? Luke Crum looks out of this race. He is out of this race. Janice is making his way up the field. He's up in a fifth. And we have the virtual safety car. It is a virtual safety car, folks. Right now, not a full safety car, which may be good or bad news for the drivers. But they have to reduce their pace 40%. As Tristan Donovan trails a lot to the field by what I think was a big incident in which both Darkstyle and Tristan both got penalties. And also the Red Bull car looked like he had front wing damage, so did Tristan. We still have not got the safety car, virtual safety car out of the way. It's lap 3 of 36 here in Mexico. Just trying to pull up some statistics for you guys, as there's not much racing. Oh no, we've got back at it. Darkstyle has retired from the session, so that is big news. Here, and that may bring out a 3-second time penalty for Crocco. There may be another safety car, depending on where Darkside retired. Let's get a view on that, shall we? As we come around, Tristan is now ahead of him. He's still down 36 seconds to the rest of the field, but he's gaining fast. He's actually gaining incredibly fast. We have the yellow flags at Sector 3, so I'm assuming that is where Darkstyle is parked. It's a 3-second time penalty for Lifeboat, as he falls very far behind to these other top two. These other top two are in their own race right now. They're up by 8 seconds as we get back out the virtual safety car. Wow, it's disaster. It's carnage. It's crazy to start off this first Tier 3 race in Mexico. It's round 3. A real safety car now. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull something up. We're gonna look at the Tier 3 driver standings. So it was Janice who was in the lead. So none of these top two are even in the top 3. Dark Assault 6 and 6, B2 Express 6 and 4th. But man, Janice has carved his way up the field after a bit of an issue on that formation lap. He got disqualified from it, possibly purposefully. And then we also see him carving up the field 4 laps later. So he's made his way from 7th to 5th, and hopefully he can make up some more positions once we end this safety car. But Dark Assault is right up behind it. Dark Assault and B2 Express ready to get this 1-2 battle right underway. They're ready to get back at it. They're ready to battle each other. But they're most importantly ready for this safety car to end. Lifeboat, what lucky it is for him to get the safety car. He was down about 8 seconds when the virtual safety car came out. So now he gets to sit right with them for this safety car. It doesn't look like the safety car will be pulling in this lap, and it doesn't look like anyone is pulling away, waiting for these green flags. So it will not be coming in this lap. We got another lap under the safety car, and it's Dark Assault who pulls the trigger. He pulls the gamble on the soft tires, and he's pit under the safety car. We're gonna see later in this race if that was the right decision or the wrong decision, but he's got a few people following him. I believe Lots of people coming into the pits. We got Project Campen. Janice also comes into the pits. Dark Assault, as we already know. But now, with the pit from Dark Assault comes the lead for Beto Express. Maybe he'll be coming in this lap. Who knows? Maybe the safety car will even be coming in this lap. Only time will tell. Only time will also tell if those who pit under the safety car at lap 4, if they have the right strategy. Especially the former leader of the race, who's now in 9th, Dark Assault. Does he have the right strategy? Is that going to be the right move to pull the trigger, go onto the medium tires a bit early than probably predicted? He's obviously losing a lot less time under the safety car, but it really comes to depending on if that's the right strategy. And oh wow, Beto Express and Lifeboat getting very close together. Almost touched there. Lifeboat looked like he wanted to give Beto Express a little tap on the rear tire there, but I think he backed out in time. We can so the safety car now coming in. So safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Look at all these dancing cars as we get in. Beto Express braking, giving that safety car as much room as it needs to enter. As we hear the roar as we enter this stadium section. Look at that stadium section. Look at all the fans here to cheer on all your favorite drivers here in Mexico. You can see the podium in the background, and right now with how this is shaping up, Beto Express has a good chance at starting on that podium as the green flags get out. We are underway. We are racing. Again, it is Lifeboat right behind Beto Express using that slipstream. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to make a move into turn 1, and he won't be able to, but maybe the Haas and the Red Bull car. It's Patry who's maybe able to get something done. He pit very early because of wing damage, and that may be helping him as well. That wasn't much of a gamble, so it's not going to see if like the strategy worked. But it's going to see if it's able to get him past these Haas cars. So far, it is not. But here we got a nice view of Beto Express barely leading Lifeboat. That former leader. Let's go back to Dark Assault. He has already made up 2 positions off the restart, and he is right behind Batrid, who is losing positions rapidly, and flying past him is Dark Assault. Brilliant job by Dark Assault there. It is 7:05 UK time, and Lifeboat is out of the race. Lifeboat is out. So now, Christie is up in 2nd place. Lots of DNFs already as Beto Express sets that fastest lap. Tristan gets another time penalty. I believe he already has one in this race, as Lifeboat has now just left the session, which putting Christie in the 2nd. They have a lot to make up if they want to get in the 1st or even battle with Beto Express, as they have been pulled out of DRS range. I don't even think we've even been able to get DRS. It was the first 2 laps, and then we hit yellow flags, a virtual safety car. Then we got that, and then another virtual safety car, and then a safety car, but we're back racing anyway. So hopefully we can get that DRS to make this race more exciting, but it's been exciting so far, from my opinion. But yeah, Christie continues to fall back. Maybe a bit of a strategy, maybe try and save those tires. Or maybe just can't keep up with the pace that Beto Express has. He had his pole lap ruined in qualifying, but now he's on 1st anyway. Although he hasn't pit yet, and you know who has pit? Dark Assault. He's up in a 4th. 5 positions gained. Up in a 4th. Sorry, I should say he's up in a 3rd. He's already back onto the podium. This is bad news for Beto Express. He was battling with him earlier. Dark Assault is the one who, there we go, we've got DRS enabled. Dark Assault is the one who, under that safety car on lap 4, decided, guys, let's pull the trigger. He went onto the medium tires, pitted early, and now is up in the 3rd. He was in 9th when he came out of the pit lane, and that has got to get Beto Express maybe shaking a bit in his seat, knowing that Dark Assault is rapidly closing. He is way less than a pit lane right now. We got another 3-second time penalty to what I believe is the Alpine car. Let's go check this out. Oh no, it's the Williams who gets passed by the Alpine car. Is he able to fight back? Sorry, we've been focusing a lot on the meters, and oh no, we have a spin! After getting a time penalty, it's HD Ferner who's gone off. He spun out and now sits in 11th. Yeah, that was so unfortunate. He almost came back on the Alpine car, but was unable to. And now has a lot to make up with what has just happened. We have a massive crash between Tristan and Beak. Wow, look at the DNFs. We've only got about 9 drivers remaining in this race as the safety car pulls back out. This is now the opportunity for Beto Express to pull into the pits. And very likely he does, with Christie right behind him. But that will give Dark Assault back the lead. So right now, that pit strategy has worked perfectly for Dark Assault. Yeah, Austin Martin so far going to be happy with that pit strategy. Hopefully, it stays well for them, as they would like to make their way up in the standings. Dark Assault has been racing pretty well, but he's only in 6th right now. So this 25 points could be very crucial to him and Austin Martin, who in the constructors standings right now sit in 2nd. They want to get ahead of Alfa Romeo, and those 25 points will definitely help them do that. But his teammate Tristan is out in a massive crash, as Janice, after being disqualified on the formation lap, has now come back into 2nd where he started. He was disqualified on the formation lap, didn't get the start that he wanted, was down into 7th, but has made his way back up. This has been a brilliant race so far, and we're only 9 laps in. So sit tight, grab your popcorn. We got 27 laps to go. And another one will be completed under the safety car. So let's look. Beto Express coming out in 6th. Not a lot of cars remaining on this track. We have about as many DNFs as we have races right now. Obviously, that's a joke. We have 6 DNFs, 9 races. So close, but not quite there. So then we look at Beto Express. After that spin, HD Ferner is back. So there was a pit window open. The expected strategy is pit on lap 10. But of course, all the strategies got rattled up. They got scrapped and started again when we hit the safety car. This is the 2nd safety car after a big collision between Beak and Tristan. Just looking through the field here, not a lot of action under the safety car. Again, real F1 news, Danny Ricciardo was tested positive for COVID-19. That's bad news for all you McLaren fans, especially McLaren. It has been an exciting race so far, to say the least. Lots of safety cars, lots of virtual safety cars. We've had a pair of both of them. Now we await to get this race started back up. All these drivers antsy in their cars, dancing these cars around, trying to get the heat into the tires as we wait. And we're gonna wait and see if the safety car is coming in right now, or if we're gonna have to wait another lap. And it is safety car in this lap. And there you can see Dark Assault slowing down right away as Janice and Dark Assault were almost in sync there with the dancing cars trying to get heat into the tires. As now they go side by side. Dark Assault waits, leaving that safety car enough room to get into the pit lane so that he can get the perfect start here when these green flags come out. He's got someone right behind him though, and that is the Alfa Romeo of Janice. A 3-second time penalty again for HD Ferner as the green flags come out. Also the green lights. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh no, Beto Express! What has happened? He had such a good race available for him. And it looks like he's crashed out. And that is his race over. Yeah, that's horrible. He had a brilliant race laid out for him. He got to pit under the safety car, was in the lead, came out in 6th, and now doesn't have a race anymore. So that just shows in Formula 1, in FCS, that really shows how fast your luck can change and how fast the race can change, as now Beto Express feels the pain and is out here in Mexico. So already creating a gap. It's Dark Assault creating a gap to Janice. A 3-second time penalty going to the man in 3rd. I believe that is the Alpine car. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is the Alpine car. Janice sets the fastest lap. So he is gaining time, and he's going to be gaining time fast. Remember, we just got the DRS back on, and then, of course, we needed another safety car. But, you know, it's good to keep these drivers and keep these drivers on the toes and keep this race exciting for all you fans right now watching. So Janice still sits at about the 9/10 of a second, 8/10 of a second gap range here. Let's move further back in the midfield. We haven't done that very much this race. There's not much midfield left. But there we go. It's two wide. It's the Williams. On Christie. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. Brilliant job. But is Christie able to fight back? It almost looks like she had a lunge. And she does, or he or she, sorry. Oh, she gets, oh my God. They get pushed a bit wide there. I'm very sorry. They get pushed a bit wide there as they are heading into the stadium section. Can Christie fight back? No, they can't. But who knows? We still got a long straight ahead of us to start lap 13 as we approach 7:15 UK time. Janice sets another fastest lap. He's now only 3/10 of a second. As we monitor this battle, we also going to monitor the battle up in front as Janice is closing that gap, and he's closing in fast. Not fast enough to make a move into turn 1. But if he keeps setting these fastest laps, he will have a chance at some point in these next few laps. As we head down, it's Croco in the Mercedes making a move on the Haas car of Speckbeeg. Now the Red Bull car of Patrick, he had to pit for wing damage. Had to pit for a new front wing earlier in this race, but it hasn't led to much of a disaster as he heads off the track a bit there. Oh, Janice, a 3-second time penalty. So that is not going to help his race at all. A 3-second time penalty again to that Williams car. At what point does this end? It's not looking good for the Williams car. It's Christie with the DRS diving down the inside. Can they get the move done? No, they can. It's a brilliant defending, but they're going to have another run at it. But wow, a great job by H.G. Ferner, who keeps Christie behind for right now. As we head down, tumbling down the main straight, the Haas car is probably gonna get that rear wing open. Yes, they do. The Haas car, the rear wing, wide open as they fly by 3 abreast into turn 1. Patty is gonna get the double overtake. Can he get Christie? It's 3 abreast. And the Williams car loses 2 positions. Oh, but they fight back and they touch. A bit of understeer coming off that corner, coming off the curb for the Red Bull car of Patty as he tries to fight back the Williams car. He's able to fight back H.G. Ferner in this part of the race. And yeah, I think he just got a penalty for that collision. Nothing he could do. He got the understeer off the curb and just made contact. So it's not great news for H.G. Ferner as he's got a of time penalties in his hand as well. But we look at Janice, who also has a time penalty, a 3-second time penalty, who continues to close the gap. How close can he get before he makes a move? He's had a rear power slide there, and it resulted in something more. He spun around. He had it right on his fingertips. He had the lead of the race. He had a possible move, but now he's down 5 seconds. Yeah, at first it was just out of the corner. He got a bit of a power slide to the rear, and he was able to keep it controlled, and it looked like it was going to be fine. And then he hit the next corner and just spun it around. So Christy now closes the gap here to the front leaders. Christy fighting to try and get up on the podium with Connie Campen. They make a bit of contact. Can they get ahead? No, they can't. And it's a 3-second time penalty for the Haas car in last. As the Red Bull almost made contact, it's 3 abreast again. It does Christy move? Oh my God, that is big contact. And there was nothing Christy could do. They just got sandwiched right in the middle of it. As the Red Bull car hits the rear wheel, smashes into the Williams coming into the Red Bull, and Christy just had a perfect view from the cockpit of it all. Just the 2 cars trying to go 3 wide, hitting those 2 front tires and coming together. And she was a bystander, or they were a bystander to that. There was nothing they could do. So wow, what a race we've had up to this point. It has been a brilliant race for Darker Soul, who's got that strategy right. He's got breathing room. He doesn't have to stick his elbows out anymore against Janice. He's got 5 seconds under his belt. He's got nice clean air where he can just soar his way around the track. So Christy was not able to get ahead of that Alpine car. Still trying to get it though. They want to be on the podium. Can they be on the podium? Yeah, it all comes down to strategy and race pace. And hopefully they have both of those to make their way onto the podium. Oh, I tried to mute in time. I'm not sure if I did. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everyone. But anyway, let's keep looking further down in the field. The Red Bull car, who got a bit of wing damage, I believe. He doesn't have it anymore. I believe he got wing damage. He smashed into the side of that Williams car. Let's ride on board with him for a lap, shall we? He's got lots of traffic up ahead of him. Hopefully, a big slipstream as he gets the DRS open now. Soaring down the main straight. He's not close enough. Looks like someone's trying to make a move ahead. Yes, it is Christy trying to get back at the Alpine car. It doesn't happen at that stage of the race in turn 1. Brilliant defending here coming from the Alpine car. But again, here we are with the Red Bull car who gets the rear wing open. You can see that turbulent air coming off of the Williams car. Remember that at the start of lap 2, that is when the Red Bull car pits. So maybe the tires are hurting a bit, but he had to go a bit wide there. He's losing a bit of time. Looks like out of the corners he's getting a lot of power slide, which is also possibly the reason that we saw that bit of understeer there. And definitely the turbulent air of these 3 cars in front of him is also definitely hurting the tires. Perfects this section though. So obviously not too much of a worry for Red Bull, I should say. We got 19 laps to go still. So sit tight. Maybe grab a drink, grab some water, make sure to stay hydrated, and continue to enjoy this Tier 3 race here in Mexico. As Janice is closing that gap now, Darker Soul has also gotten a time penalty, so everyone in this race has gotten a time penalty. That isn't DNF'd, as again we see lots of DNFs. It almost equaled out. It's almost equaled out. If we see someone DNF, then there's more drivers out of this session than there is in this session. There are 7 drivers out, I believe, and 8 drivers on. Yeah, there are 8 drivers out and 7 drivers out and 8 drivers on. I'm very sorry. I didn't have to say that twice. HD Ferner, though, getting ahead of Christie, who is trying to fight for that podium place. They're going to have a fight back as they have a bit of a battle. They get forced a bit wide there. And they have to sit back and back out for right now. The Red Bull car is a spectator to all of this as he has to run a bit wide there. So maybe the tires are hurting a bit. He wasn't able to make that turn. It doesn't look like we see much blistering. Possibly a bit of blistering on that front left. But otherwise, I don't see much wrong there. We haven't really switched the camera in a bit. So let's get a look at this Alpine car. He's had brilliant defending as he continues to fight back. The train of DRS behind him. Can he fight it back again? As we charge down this main straight, he's weaving. But look at the William cars is right up with him. He gets a dive down the inside. Christie backs out from going 3 abreast. And they almost touch twice going into the corner. Still too wide. What a battle. And now HD Ferner is up onto the podium. And the Alpine car has more issues as he has to try and fight back Christie in the Haas car. Christie's gotten ahead. Is this a double overtake? Is this a double disaster for Alpine? No, it's not. He's able to fight back Christie and he almost got back on the Williams car, but not at this part of the lap. Oh, and they touched a bit there. The Haas car slams into the rear. I wouldn't say slam, but hits the rear car of the L-Plan. Yeah, look at how close the Red Bull car was able to get in this. Oh my, what is happening? Very sorry about that, but look at how close he's been able to get. Look at how close Crocco has been able to get. We've got so many cars here. We've got from 3 to 7th. We've got from 3rd to 7th here, battling in a DRS train. Which is obviously not good news as we head down this long straight. Especially not good news for HD Ferner, who's trying to stay ahead of this DRS train. Here comes the wrong Alpine behind him, but he looks to be in fresh air. He looks to be in clean air, and he is clear. He is clearing to turn 1 from this DRS train, and any cars behind him, can he keep clear as the Alpine car continues to gain time down through that first sector? I hope you fans are enjoying this race as much as I am. To all of you, I am new here. I am a news commentator. I'm very grateful to have been recruited by FCS and been able to, on my first day of being an official commentator, being able to bring you guys this race live in Mexico for the Tier 3. Guys down here, but to all of you who don't know who I am Tristan Donovan. On the Discord, I'm that Formula 1 fan. On the server, you can see my name down the bottom. I'm DannyDono12. Very mixed variety of names, but thank you all very much for being here, whoever is here. And I hope you're enjoying this race. And I also hope that commentating good enough to your standards. It's hard. I have to get to know all these drivers, but I am trying my best, and if you have any feedback, just let me know. So here we go. It's HD Ferner, who was up on the podium in 6th, now coming in for his 2nd and the predicted final stop of this race as the Alpine car comes out right behind him. They're going to come out ahead of this Haas car, who's just had a disastrous of a race so far. He comes charging down the main straight. He's in his own race as Dark Soul also pulls into the pit lane for his 2nd stop of this race, and hopefully and by prediction, the last stop. As he's now fighting with Crocco, trying to get back into this lead. Christie trails by 12 seconds to Janice, who now leads the race after that pit from Dark Assault. We've still got 15 laps to go, so still lots can happen. Another time penalty. The time penalties are just racking up today, aren't they, folks? The stadium section seems to be pretty quiet through here, so come on, fans, roar your loudest. As now Christie comes in to the pit lane, getting Dark Assault another position, as Dark Assault with the DRS side by side with the Red Bull car of Patron, who's now in second. Can he get a move done down the inside? He does get the move done. Does he saw past like he has before in this race? Yes, he does. He creates a bit of a gap, but there's still an area for the Red Bull car to fight back as they both get DRS. I believe. Oh no, the Red Bull might not have gotten DRS. But anyway, he trails now as Dark Assault moves his way up into second. The Red Bull car having more understeer there. He's up on the podium places, but how much longer are these tires going to last? He's done about 21 laps on these tires. And Red Bull are definitely questioning that in the garage. How much further can we push, and how much tires? How much longer are these tires going to last without a puncture there? That is our first yellow flag in a while. I believe it is with the Alpine and the Williams car. After the Alpine, of course, that Campion getting ahead of HD Ferner. I'm very sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these last names wrong. Like I said, I am trying my best. As Janice, Dark Assault sets the fastest lap. Janice goes soaring out. Where is he? He sits in third right now, fourth. Is he going to stay ahead of the Williams and the Alpine car there? Yes, he is. The Williams has actually fallen back a lot. He's down 3 seconds. But Dark Assault is back into the lead of this race. And another lap for the Red Bull car without having to pit. It really does beg the question, where is the limit? And how much longer can these tires last without a puncture? Or really dropping off the pace? You can see that understeer. He even had to fight that car off the turn. He's had to fight it again there. So the tires are definitely getting slippy. He's losing grip, but just depends on when is he going to come in to pit. Here as he sits in second. You really don't want to give up second, but better than giving up second when you slide off the track with a puncture or just horrible quality tires. So we'll see, he comes around this stadium section. He's fighting the car on most of these exits here. Not much of a fight around that final turn, but again, he's not hitting the pit lane. So we go another lap here. He's down 5 seconds to the leader, Dark Assault, who has had a brilliant race today. Well done, mate. You're doing great so far. Hopefully for Austin Martin, he can keep up the good work, as this will definitely help in the constructor standings and also help get Dark Assault further up in the standings. So yeah, well done, mate. It's another time penalty to the Red Bull car, who's now fighting with the Mercedes of Croco, trying to get back ahead. He's touched him. He is way faster by the looks of it than this Mercedes car, but the Mercedes car is leaving no room to get past. Dark Assault takes another time penalty. Yeah, lots of time penalties. Okay, another time penalty. You don't even know where these guys are going to finish at this point with all the time penalties, but there is the Red Bull. Mercedes now giving him space to drive down the inside, and in the stadium section they make contact. It doesn't affect either of them greatly, as look at, they get really close there, but Mercedes on the exit able to stay ahead. They get a way better exit, and we'll see if Red Bull can continue to fight with them. No, he won't. After 24 laps on these medium tires, he's decided it is time, as he pulls in to the pit lane to get a switch in these tires, putting on the soft tires. Not a bad strategy. He's got 11 laps to go on these soft tires. We've got 11 laps to go now as we near about 7:30 UK time. Right at the rear, there goes Janice soaring past. This has got to be a bit of a worry for Janice. Or not Janice. Janice doesn't have a worry in the world right now. He's just focusing on getting close to Dark Assault. Dark Assault is the one who maybe has a bit of a worry. 8 seconds the gap. 11 laps, and Janice looks to be much quicker, and also on a much quicker compound of tires. I really do hope that all the fans have been I hope that they've been... I really do hope that all fans here on this stream have been loving this race. I say it has been quite exciting. Ten laps to go for Darkus Soul. He's got 10 laps to hold back Janice, who's now put in the fastest lap and gained a second a lap. So if he continues to gain his second a lap, that would mean he's 3 seconds ahead of Darkus Soul at the end of this race. It's giving me flashbacks of last season, 2021. It's Max Verstappen leading in USA and Hamilton charging behind him. It's not exactly the same, but I'd say it's pretty close, because it's really making Darkus Soul question what he can do. At this point, all he can do is hope these medium tires bring him the distance. Hope they bring him home to first place in the checkered flag, as this is his rival right here. His rival, as he's on Aston Martin, his rival in the Constructors. Christie looks like they're making a bit of a move there up onto HD Burner, and Darkus Soul is really hoping that these medium tires can bring him the distance, that they can bring him to the checkered flag. In first, it's really tight as another second gain for Janice. Does he set in another quickest lap? I don't believe so. No, he does not. But Janice is definitely charging at him as we head down. With all these pit strategies, the Haas car of Spielberg has come up, and oh no! What has happened? We've got a safety car! This is perfect and horrible. In a way, it is horrible for Darkus Soul. What's happening here? The Haas has decided at the last second that he will not be pitting. So I don't know if we're going to see a time penalty for crossing the white line or if we're not. But definitely the wheels are starting to turn in the Aston Martin garage. What do you do? Because Janice is obviously going to close in this gap. He's going to get right up behind Darkus Soul, and he is on the quicker compound tire. So do you pit, or do you hope that Darkus Soul can bring this the mile and hold him back on the medium tire? He will come into pit. So we're going to see if that was a good idea. In my opinion, I think that was the best way for Darkus Soul, because he knows that Janice is quicker. He was much quicker. And now, in the pits, is also Janice. So Darkus Soul now is on fresh soft tires. Janice is also on fresh soft tires. Wow, I couldn't have thought of a more exciting end to this race. We're going to see how many racing laps we're actually able to get in. But nothing is going to separate Darkus Soul and Janice. Yeah, there, Darkus Soul hits the safety car, needs to get heat into those tires. The brand new softs. He needs to have a dream start. He wants to get ahead of Janice as fast as possible. But it's not as worrying now for Aston Martin. That was definitely the right call now, knowing that Janice came in and pit as well. So it's really going to come down to these final few laps to see who can take the checkered flag in first place. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. 1 second. Yeah, you've crashed and caused this safety car, and you've made it a bit more exciting as well. You definitely made this race more exciting. go, the safety car. We've got 29 laps under our belt of 36. 7 laps to go as we still wait under the safety car. Just a little fact, we got 7 cars out on track. And a whopping, what is that now, 8 DNFs? So we have more DNFs than we have drivers, but that doesn't matter. As it doesn't come down to who's still in the race, it comes down to who is still in the race, not who's out of the race. And who's still in the race, for sure, is Dark Assault and Janice. Everyone here, I would say, has a great chance at getting first place. It all comes down to this start. The safety car really shakes things up. This is the 3rd one we've seen in Mexico. This race has been exciting, chaotic. I don't even know really how else to describe it. It's been exciting, it's been interesting. And hopefully we see more races like this. Hopefully we also see some other races in Tier 3 where we get to see some more drivers. Get to have a chance at first, but there it is. It's race control saying safety car in this lap. That is the 3rd time that has come up on our screen. We've had 2 virtual safety cars and 3 safety cars now. That doesn't matter. What matters is this start for Dark Assault. It all comes down to this as Janice and Dark Assault are side by side. Going down to these final 7 laps. Who can take the checkered flag in P1 as the safety car pulls into the pit lane? And we get green flagged. It is back to racing. Dark Assault pulls ahead. It wasn't as side by side as I thought they were going to be. And hopefully Janice can sit in the slipstream and get a move into turn 1 maybe. Oh no, he can't right now. But there is still lots of time to go to make a move. Wow. What an exciting end it is going to be here to round 3 in Mexico. Tier 3 FCS. Hopefully you all are enjoying this. So, according to that, the man in the Alpine car, you just gave up. Yeah, you just said, I'm done. I've got too many penalties, I'm out. I'm going to cause the safety car and make this exciting. And if that was your plan, you have definitely succeeded, as this is very exciting. The safety car is back out! Now what has happened? I don't see any reason why the safety car has gotten back out. Wow, they are really just trying to make this race exciting in Mexico. As Dark Assault and Janice catch the safety car cue. What is happening? Some more pit stops. The real question right now is, who's going to take the checkered flag in first? And second of all, how many more racing laps are we going to get? The 4th safety car in Mexico. Oh, okay, so, okay, so never mind, I'm sorry. It wasn't the Alpine, crash was not on purpose. He just meant that, he had a lot of damage. And, so that ended up giving him the understeer in which he collided with the barrier. Who is that said, Dutch F1 Gamer has told us, he believes the safety car has come out just because there is lots of debris. And that is probably a great reason. But they definitely like to bring out this nice red Mercedes car that looks nothing like the rest of these cars on track 4 times today, as it will not be coming in this lap. Okay. Well, Hello, Ryan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity today. It's been real great, especially this race. It's been amazing. Very exciting. Hopefully the safety car comes in this lap. Because Janice is going to need some racing laps. He needs to close this gap. And Dark Assault is probably thinking, well, I want to get racing, but you know what, safety car, stay out there as long as you like. You know, I can finish the rest of the race under the safety car and take this win, no problem. As we still wait for that news as we head into Sector 2, as you can see on the left side of your screen, this is how it is shaping up right now. This is how we are going to start back up this race if we're able to, considering that there was no collision. And like Ryan said, it's most likely just debris. We most likely will get more racing laps in here. 7:43 p.m. UK time. 4 laps to go. Sorry, I didn't see that. Did it say that the safety car was out in this lap, or has it not said yet? That is very true, Ryan. We could see this. Okay, there it is. Safety car in this lap. We could see this shape up a ton differently. Oh, Janice overtook. Is that going to be a penalty? I don't believe so. But yeah, that is a very good point. We could see Christy win this race because of the penalties. But here we go. It's green flags. We're back racing. Weaving down the straight. Dark Assault does not want to give any slipstream to Janice, but he's going to have to give it up or he's going to get a time penalty for weaving down the main straight. He doesn't have a problem though as he's again into the clear, into turn 1. Here is the possibly predicted winner because of penalties, the house driver, Christy. But it's still going to be fun even if one of these top 2 do not win. It's still going to be fun and exciting to see who can cross the checkered flag first. Anyway, Janice is closing in that gap. Is he closing it in enough though? Is the question. And can Dark Assault keep him back? These tires are still in mint condition. We didn't even get a racing lap in before the safety car went back out. And this is just incredible. 4 safety cars, 2 virtual safety cars in one race. Did any of you expect that? Because I shouldn't. Janice for the win. Yeah, lots of you are saying Christy, some of you are saying Janice. Janice sets the fastest lap there on that lap, and now it's closed the gap by a lot. I believe we're gonna get the DRS back. Dark Assault has lost about 0.3 of a second. He needs to keep pushing in that Aston Martin car. As there's a big gap now between the top 2. So the top 2 want to create as big as a gap as possible. But like you said, like all of you said in the comments, it's going to come down to penalties. So if they can't stretch this out massively, then they're going to have big problems in terms of penalty. There were lots of penalties handed out today. Another 3-second time penalty for the Red Bull car. Lots of you are saying stuff. What are you all saying in chat? You are Alfa Romeo 2-1. I'm not sure how is there a way to see the penalties? I'm very sorry, I'm new to this. This is actually the second time I've ever done this. Another 3-second time penalty for Janice. That is hurting his race. Massively. Sorry, I'm just trying to interact with chat. Chat. Who says chat? Janice is going to win. Lots of opportunities for people to win. Press square. Okay. I will do that. Drivers. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure how to do that. When I press this, it's just more time penalties coming in. I guess we'll just have to see how those penalties shape up at the end of the race. Very sorry about that, guys. But right now, we need to dial back into the race. It is the final lap as we cross the line to start the final lap in Mexico. Janice chasing Dark Assault for the lead right now. He's 0.4 of a second behind. DRS is activated. The slipstream, he's right behind him. Dark Assault forces him the long way around, and it's not a move. It's not an overtake for Janice as he's still behind Dark Assault, but again he gets the rear wing back open in that slipstream. He sends it around the outside again, the long way around. Oh, it's to the inside on this time. Can he get it done? Oh, they make a bit of contact. Who can stick the move here? Janice has to weave out of the way as they almost touch. The rear tires almost come together. What an end to this Tier 3 Mexico. Round 3 we're seeing, and there it is. Janice has pulled into the lead. So to all of you who have predicted that Janice was going to hit the checkered flag in first, it looks like you're going to be correct. Can Dark Assault come back? He is trying his absolute hardest as fireworks, confetti go off in the grandstands. They must be extremely excited with how this race is shaped up. Crossing the line, first is Janice. Now we can see the tire performance differential. So yeah, it was way better tires for Dark Assault in a way, but there it is. We all hit the checkered flag. What a race. As we end the race here at 7:50 UK time. Driver of the day is that Red Bull driver, Patchard. Thank you very much to all you who have tuned in. But there it is, Dark Assault takes home the victory. Christy wasn't even able to get onto the podium. So a bit of those predictions were wrong, but that's okay. Well done, Dark Assault. You've done great today. Same thing to Janice. If it weren't for those penalties, man, you would have had the win. You had a great overtake there on the last lap. And also great job to everyone, even if you didn't make it to the podium. That was round 3 of Tier 3 of the FCS Racing League. Thank you very much for watching this race with me right now, guys. We'll pull up the comments. But wow, what a race. Great job to everyone who raced today, but especially great job to that man in first, Dark Assault. Yeah, absolutely. It was a great drive. Croco up on that. Podium there as well. Christy just missing it in fourth. And then obviously tons of DNFs as we continue to go down. So, yeah, that was Tier 3, Round 3 of Mexico. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned in and watched that very exciting race. 4 safety cars. 2 virtual safety cars. Wow. Dark Assault, well done, mate. You've gotten it done. You've done the win. And I was talking about that gamble earlier in the race, and it did work out. The gamble most definitely worked out as he wins the race. Thank you all very much for watching round 3 in Mexico. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all